Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we're going to do another one of these top 10s right here. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the movie boss category this time, because I think chances are decent that we could get a new Dragon Ball Super Broly at some point during the 5-year anniversary, so this could, shake up a little bit, so I thought maybe it would be a good idea to go ahead and do the movie boss category. I'll probably only do a few more of these, right? Because there's a lot of categories like Super Saiyan 3 that I don't feel like is incredibly necessary, right? All right, so let's just go ahead and jump in. For sure, this is a list that people are not going to like. I'm pretty sure people aren't going to like who's going to be number one, but, you know, it is what it is. Remember, you know, opinion-based, all that stuff. We're going to start at number 10 with Int Metal Coolers EZA. I am a huge fan of this guy. Just the way you're able to get him on all these different teams, his links, everything. Now, I do have him above both LR Metal Cooler, the LR Metal Cooler core down here, as well as the actual Dokkan Fest Metal Cooler. But, I mean, I've just found that running this guy, so he is very strong offensively and defensively because he gets 50% attack and defense at the start of turn. He's got 11,000 defense, which is good. He's got 16,000 offense, which is good. He gives a 40% defense, 3 key, all allies 30% attack. It's just really, really good across the board. Even in things like, you know, Battlefield, Super Battle Road, this guy is really, really strong. I like him a lot, and he's good on all of these different teams. Revived Warriors, Movie Bosses, Wicked Bloodline, Artificial Lifeform, Conquest of Terror, Target Goku, all villain teams. And for some of these teams that do, well, actually, I guess it's just Artificial Lifeform and Revived Warriors are kind of a mix of super and extreme types. And Artificial Lifeform, not too many, right? I think it's just Fat Boo in there. But for like the Revived Warrior team, you know, this Metal Cooler will still give the attack buff to the super class, like super strong, you know, units you would have in there, like, you know, the new Dokkan Fest, Majin Vegeta and Angel Goku. Like, they would be able to get the buff from Metal Cooler, just not the key and the defense. He's really good. Again, I do have him over the other Metal Coolers. LR Metal Coolers crazy. It's really, the movie boss category is incredibly stacked. Like, we don't really need any new movie bosses, but Garlic Jr., Dr. Willow, and then a Dokkan Fest Bojack, I think, are really, really important. So, you know, I mean, Dr. Willow and Garlic Jr. very likely are not going to be Dokkan Fest exclusive worthy. Lord Slug as well. I mean, Lord Slug definitely will get a Dokkan Fest, maybe an LR. You know, we'll probably see the full Super Saiyan Goku added into the game. You know, who knows what his name will be, but, like, they'll definitely make that moment a card, right? Like, it would be foolish not to. I feel like he would sell well, too. Next, we have Transforming Frieza. Now, I love this unit. This is a unit that also got way more impressive as STR Cooler came out. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, I try and account for a lot of these units in various situations, you know, all the different game modes and stuff like that. So, like, 2 units in my personal rankings that I think they got, like, a nice buff by new units coming out is this Transforming Frieza and then the Physical Super Saiyan Future Gohan. Both of them, I think, got some nice solid buffs by Int Future Gohan releasing and then, of course, STR Cooler releasing. Allowed, you know, these units to look really good. I've had a couple of Super Battle Road no-item runs, infamous rotations, where I had 2 STR Coolers and this Frieza on rotation, and they basically, like, completely wiped out the enemy. Like, all 3 of them at, like, nearly like 4 million attack stats with Big Bad Bosses active. Like, just absolutely out of this world. You know, the healing, the defense, the good links, all of it. This guy is very good, a very, very strong unit, right? Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and go on to EZA Dragon Ball Z Broly right here. I thought this guy's EZA was done very well. You know, he now has good attack and good defense. You just have to have him attack first for his defense to kick in, right? He does stack attack and defense as well. So for Dokkan events, Infinite Dragon Ball History, and the Legendary Goku event, that stacking defense of his is going to be very, very good. He supers at 8 key, basically, which is super good as well. He gets the guaranteed additional super attack. He gets that extra chance of performing a crit. Now, I think that's only really going to be impactful in Infinite Dragon Ball History or Legendary Goku event. Even Dokkan events, you know, he's not going to get off any more than 6 attacks at most, which is only going to get you up to a 12% chance to crit, right? So it's not really going to be that crazy, right? But for the Legendary Goku event, it does make him one of the better units in the game for it. Link set is solid, although, like, Hardened Grudge, like, this is something that's just like, ugh, like, I hate that they do sort of push some of these trash links like this. Like, this does nothing for us. Like, unless they're gonna drop, like, an LR, Broly, and Paragus or something like that, like, either from Dragon Ball Z or from Dragon Ball Super. I mean, honestly, both versions probably could be LRs. It's just one key. It's just pointless. It's stupid, right? But whatever. Okay. Next, we have Android 13. Now, this is the first time Android 13 has popped up on one of these top 10s since I've been doing them in January. He is good. He's just mid. So, okay. This version right here, this guy, what we're looking at is incredible. He's really strong. Really good leader skill. He has a medium chance of stunning. He does immense. He's an Android category support unit, 2 key, 30% attack and defense, 130% attack and defense. He's got really good defense. His attack is a bit low. See, okay, dude, here we go. All right, I'm glad I just spotted this. So, let me make this point real fast on why Android 13 feels so unimpressive compared to future Gohan and Cooler. I just figured it out. The reason why Android 13 feels 500 times weaker than these two is because here's Android 13's attack, 15,700. Future Gohan is at 17,600. And then Cooler, I believe, 17,500. Who is it? I think it's Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta that has the highest attack stat of any TUR. I think it's him. Not EZA, of course. But, like, look at that. 13 basically has 2,000 less attack. Like, I have no idea what they were thinking. Like, if they should have given this guy, like, 17,500 attack or whatever, like the other two. Like, in that range. He definitely deserves it and needs it. He has a good link set, but here's where things don't get that impressive. You're going to use him on an Android team, right? With the Android category buff. But if you have 3 Android units on the team, including him, he's one, then you're going to transform. And then he gets so boring and so uninspired and so unimpressive, I think. Like, 3 key, 130% attack and defense. Then he gets this additional 13% attack and defense per target Goku category ally on the team, which is fine. I mean, that basically the entire Android category is on that target Goku category, more or less, right? Like, all the big options are on there. Except for... Is Cell not on there? Yeah, well, no. Cell is on target Goku. Okay, yeah. So basically, like, the whole thing is on there, right? And then it's just like, he has guaranteed, like, the enemy can't dodge him, which is fine. And then he has guaranteed crits against Goku, but, like, we just had SDR Cooler who had guaranteed crits against pure Saiyans and hybrid Saiyans. Like, this is just 500 times worse. Like, this guy is, like, really boring, really uninspired once he transforms, and you can't prevent him from transforming. If he didn't transform, I mean, I know people are going to go crazy with this, but I would think he's a better unit. He'd be better if he didn't transform. Or if his transformation was an active skill. He would be way better, but, it is what it is. He is still very good, right? Like, I'm not going to say he's bad, but I think Dragon Ball Super Broly, for example, right here, is better. Dragon Ball Super Broly, very, very strong, great for World Tournament. I don't mention World Tournament much across these lists, but, I mean, that should account for something with, like, STR LR Broly and this guy and stuff like that. Oh, actually, I don't have STR LR Broly on here. I just completely bypassed him. Should I put him above Metal Cooler? I don't know. I also don't have the Beeruses on here, just because I find the Beeruses so limited and such an issue with them. And, like, for, like, some of these teams that they're on, they just don't fit well at all. Like, we need, like, an LR Beerus that gives himself, like, 10 key at the start of turn. Like we need, like, Beerus to be built the same way Ultimate Gohan is built and the same way Kid Buu would be built, like a future LR, where they just give themselves a truckload of key and they're filled with attack links. That's the way those units need to be built. I think I'm going to leave it like this for now. Yeah, SCR LR Broly, he hits very hard, but I'm not a fan of his non-defense, right? Even Int Metal Cooler can defend pretty well outside of, like, the Legendary Goku event, right? So this guy has one of the best leader skills in the game, which is super good. He's an AoE. He has a great link set, prepare for battle and shocking speed, transforms after only 4 turns, and then he just gets so ridiculously stupid after he transforms. You know, the additional that has a high chance to be a super, 188% attack, super, like this guy is way better than transformed Android 13. I don't even think it's close. This guy completely shits on him, so we're going to put Broly right there. Next we have EZA, Tech Golden Frieza. I don't need to talk about this guy much. He's popped up frequently throughout these lists. I love him. Great damage reduction, really good attack on a number of teams. The only negative really is that he's got a couple of links on here, Resurrection F and Super God Combat, that are completely worthless, and you literally will never get them active ever. Maybe Resurrection F in the future you can get active if they do like, you know, a transforming Frieza or something like that, or like some sort of like Sorbet and Frieza card, I think is possible. But, you know, for now, Resurrection F does nothing for you. Then we got LR Bojack right here. Now, here, we're gonna look at the next two at the same time. So we got LR Bojack at 4, and then we have Int Janemba at 3 here. Now, I would say this. I would put Int Janemba, I think, above Bojack right now, but it's close. And I do think Bojack would jump above Janemba if there was a Dokkan Fest Bojack that he could link up with. That rotation, like if we had a Dokkan Fest Bojack that was, I don't know, 130% attack and defense, I don't know, maybe he's built like Android 13, except way better, right? Like, you know, when he transforms, he's better, or maybe he doesn't transform, I don't know. But if this guy had like an actual, like really good Bojack, like to link with, that's his issue, is his links, really, are meant for, like, Bojack units, right? Like, he doesn't have shocking speed, which hurts. It's just, like, Galactic Warriors, Hera Clan. Like, you know, you need another Bojack guy to link up with this one. So once we get that, I mean, this is one of the best aging LRs, easily. And he's got big bad bosses, 25% attack and defense. What's his attack stat? Just a shade under 20k. I think he is one of the lower summonable LRs in terms of attack stat. I think he might be second lowest, or somewhere in that range, actually. But he is very, very good. And then, of course, Janemba is, like, untouchable everywhere. Really good damage. One thing that does hold him back a little bit, only 2 teams, but they're 2 of the most ridiculous teams in the game, right? The STR Cooler team, and then, of course, the Dragon Ball Super Broly team. Very good. Next, we have LR Tech Broly at 2. So, obviously, we know what the top 2 slots are. LR Tech Broly is 2, STR Cooler is 1. People aren't going to like that I've got Cooler above Broly, but I don't care. Broly's really good. You know, you got to build the team around him so you can get his super attacks, but he is worth it. He does a lot of damage. He's super, super good, right? He's going to have solid defense pretty much everywhere outside of, like, the Legendary Goku event, too. I think even in, like, Super Battle Road, like, after he transforms, his defense probably is going to be good enough. I mean, yeah, his defense is over 13,000. That's pretty good. Like, he's solid. He's definitely solid. He's not bad at all. He's not bad defensively. He just doesn't get ki easily, right? You have to force feed him ki, right? Cooler, though, is just, so there's 3 units in the game I don't like using in showcases if it's for another unit. LR Kill and Khalifa, LR Gohan and Goten, and SCR Cooler. Because these 3 units, no matter what, will completely steal the video every single time. These, no matter what I do, they completely take control. They're just, like, that much better than everything else. Kale and Khalifa, I can actually avoid using them because they're only the leader of the Joint Forces team, so like most showcases, that's not relevant, right? Gohan and Goten are on Siblings Bond. Sometimes, you know, that's actually important. You know, they could steal the show a little bit. But Cooler is the leader of the damn Transformation Boost team, which I might do a top 10 on as well, maybe later tonight. Because this category is insane, right? Like, this would be a super tough top 10 for me to make. This would take me a while to sort of, like, sort through it. But, like, pretty much every new Dokkan Fest exclusive for a long time has been added to this category, right? Like, you know, Android 13 was just put on here, Future Gohan was on here, SCR Cooler was on here, Int Goku was on here. Only the new Vegeta / Majin Vegeta within pretty much, like, the last 10 Dokkan Fests, him, and then, like, Gohan and Goten are, like, the only 2 that aren't actually on here. And I guess, like, Tech hit as well. But, like, it's just crazy. This team is so crazy. And, like, Cooler is so much better than transforming Super Boo. It's insane. Like, you know, I don't know. He's just a support type unit. Then when he transforms, it's a joke that they put Android 13 in this game after this guy. It's just a joke. Like, Android 13 just guaranteed crits against Goku. And Cooler does it against pure and hybrid Saiyans. And going up against a pure and hybrid Saiyan, he transforms at turn 3, and you could choose to do it as well. You could keep him as a support type unit, or you could choose to go here, where he gets 180% attack and defense, has that super attack, guaranteed crits. Like, it's crazy. Stacking attack. He's just ridiculous. Great link set. The only negative about this unit at all, I would say, is that he doesn't have shocking speed. But that's just what they've done with, Android 13, Cooler, and Future Gohan are built the same. All 3 of them are missing their main key link, right? Cooler and 13 don't have shocking speed. Future Gohan does not have prepared for battle. So they at least are consistent with that. But, I mean, I easily have got Cooler number 1 right here. No doubt about it. The Easy A Broly, he's good. Like, you probably could put him in front of Int Metal Cooler. I think I like Int Metal Cooler a little bit better. But, I mean, Broly's going to do so much damage. I don't know. Maybe I almost feel like maybe I should have Broly there. The 2 Metal Coolers are obviously very good. Beerus and Whis, I already explained, they're limited. Physical Cooler is still really good, but he's just aged a bit, right? He's just not as good as a lot of these newer units. LR Broly does so much damage, but it's just damage that he does. This Janemba might become the number 1 unit on this list after his EZA. Turles, Turles probably could be on here as well. Really great link set, really strong support type unit. I think I do like Int Metal Cooler a little bit better, because he does give only 30% attack as opposed to the 40 that Turles gives, but he also gives 40% defense, which is really strong. That's actually something I think that hurts Turles a little bit nowadays. He does not give defense. He does have that nice chance to stun though, but like, this, if we go like top like 15 for categories, this is right up there. Like Pure Saiyans shits on every other category, but like this is one of probably like the top 5, maybe one of the top 5 strongest categories, top to bottom. It's very good. Like, the units you could have at 10 and 11, like this guy and this guy, like they're really, really good. So let me know what you guys think of the top 10 movie bosses. Again, highly opinionated. I'm sure people are going to be upset about it at least a little bit, but it's okay. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.